Hello everyone, Ryan here with Product Impressions. Today I have a new set of headphones to try out. These are the new Adidas Powerfoyle headphones. So it's really interesting. These are supposed to be purely solar powered headphones. So I'm curious how this is going to work. If you can even charge them with a cable if you need to. It says they're powered by the light, no charging cable included. So yeah, we're gonna get these things out, see how they actually work as far as not needing to charge them, and see how they sound. All right, everybody, I've been using these solar headphones from Adidas for a little over a week. I didn't get to use them quite as much as I like, but I feel like I've got a good idea of how well they work. First off, the whole solar panel on the top thing. I would say that their battery estimates of 80 or more hours is actually probably accurate. I got to use these for probably about 7 hours or so, and it drained the battery about 10%. So that would seem to suggest that you would get at least 70 hours approximately. But there were also a couple of times when I was using these on phone calls. One time in particular, I turned these things on. It was at 87%. I was on the phone for more than an hour. And when I turned them off, the battery was up at 89%. And I wasn't outside in the sun or anything. I was just walking around inside with, the ambient light that you see around me right now. So, yeah, apparently the solar panel will actually charge the headphones at a reasonable pace. It raises the question in my mind of if that's actually necessary. There are plenty of headphones that the battery will last at least like 20 hours. That seems to be basically a minimum if it's something on ear like this. And a lot of them might go 40 or even more hours. And at that point, I think if you are having issues with it running out of charge, that's a issue with you remembering to plug it in. At some point, it kind of becomes ridiculous. But in any case, where these things are probably very good is if you really want to have an on-ear headphone for exercise. The reason that I say that is they've made a lot of different adjustments for that. First off, the button on here is very easy, very tactile, very obvious when you just reach for it quickly. It's very easy to find the button on the headphones to control things. Secondly, as far as sweat is concerned, the material on this is actually washable. So if you see, let's hold this up here, you can see these are actually like a knit material on the ear cups, and it will actually come off and is machine washable. So if you are wearing these to exercise a lot, you're going to be sweating a fair amount, you can actually wash these, which is a really nice feature as far as headphones for exercise. I've never seen anything like that before for headphones, but very nice. A+ job there. The actual material that is used, I would say that it's going to be good for when you are exercising and sweating a lot, but if you plan on basically sitting in an office with these squeezed on your head for most of the day, it's probably going to get kind of uncomfortable. This is, even though it is fabric, it is kind of a rough fabric, so you are gonna feel it. I find if I'm on the phone with these for about an hour or so, that's about all that I can take of it pressing in on my head and the roughness of the material. It's entirely possible that is because I have a slightly larger than average head, but that being said, these things are stretched to their maximum size, and it is still kind of snug on me. Another issue that I've noticed with that is I wear glasses, and with these squeezing really tightly, being on ear rather than over ear, it really squeezes the ear against the frames of the glasses, and it gets really uncomfortable. So I would say the use case for these in an ideal situation is you're wearing these to exercise, you're spending a lot of time outdoors, you need to wash them, you don't wear glasses. Yeah, so we're getting to a pretty narrow area, narrow segment of the population, but it's entirely possible these could be good for you. As far as I am concerned, I don't feel a need to keep them around. But yeah, the sound quality is good. It is very good, but that also raises the question of these are, I believe, $230 headphones, something in that range, and they're not noise canceling. They're not amazing by any means as far as the sound quality is concerned. They're good. They don't distort the sound in any way, but I feel like that is a bar that you should significantly be clearing. There should be something significantly more if you're spending $230 on headphones. You could easily get away with way cheaper headphones if your only concern is having good sound quality. So yeah, all in all, not for me, but I could see where these would be good. Oh, before I forget, one other little pet peeve of mine is I did have to download an Adidas app in order to get these to pair with my phone. And there was a little bit of modification that you could do as far as what holding the button does, or multiple presses or something along those lines to tell it to launch a particular voice assistant. That is the entirety of the customization. There was nothing else that you could do with them. It is just a useless, horrible waste of space app that is absolutely no purpose on your phone other than taking up space and collecting data. So yeah, if you are bothered by having just a lot of spam apps on your phone, you could do better. So hopefully this has been of some help to you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I do my best to answer whatever I can. Like, share, and subscribe. I will see you next time.